Friends, in the previous video we have seen how to analyze the debit and credit aspects in a transaction. Today we'll make use of that analysis. How after analyzing what you will do and how you will make use of this, and this is also the introduction of journal to you. Here you can see we have taken the same transactions that we have checked in the previous video, like started business with cash rupees 60,000. Here cash is debit and capital is credit. As cash has come into business, so it is debit, and capital is the liability of the business, and liability is always credit, so it is credit. Next is purchase furniture for cash. Here we have purchased furniture against cash. We have paid cash for purchasing furniture, so cash is what we have spent. Cash has gone out of the business, so cash is credit here, and furniture is debit. As we have got furniture, furniture is real in nature, and what has come in is furniture, so it is debit. Next is purchase goods for cash. Similarly, we have purchase goods. What we got is goods, but we don't write goods, we write purchase. So I have just shown you with an arrow here. We'll write purchase, it is debit, that has come into us, and we have paid cash, so we have lost cash for that. We have spent cash for that, so it is credit. Next is bought goods from Ram. Here in this case, same thing again, we have bought goods, goods has come to us, so we'll not write goods, we'll write purchase, that will be debit. And the supplier of the goods, who has given the goods, who is the giver? Ram, so it is credit. On the other hand, if you see, Ram is the creditor for us, we need to pay him in the future, and creditor is a liability. Liability is always credit, so it will be credit. In this manner, we'll see the same set of transactions, and how you will use it, how you will post it to journal, that you will see. Here you can see, this is the format of a journal. How you need to make a format of a journal is this. First of all, you need to leave this amount of space that you can see here on the top. On the top, you will leave around 2 to 3 centimeters of space. Thereafter, on the right hand side, you will make 2 columns of equal width. These 2 columns will be made for equal width. The width of these 2 columns are equal. This you can take as near about 3 centimeter. Next, just after the 2 columns, we'll make one more column. The name of that column will be LF, and the previous 2 columns will be named as debit and credit. Debit, rupees symbol, credit, rupees symbol. You can also write amount, no problem. In place of rupees symbol, you can also write amount, debit amount and credit amount. Thereafter, we'll make a narrow column here that is named LF. This column will not exceed 1 centimeter. The width of this column will not exceed 1 centimeter. On the left hand side, on the extreme left, we'll make a date column. We'll make a column for date. This column may be of the width 2 centimeters. So after you make the left hand side column, the remaining space will be for particulars. You will left with the thick column, that will be for particulars. On the top, you will write in the books of whatever will be the name of the firm or the person for whom we are making accounts, that is given in the question. According to that, we will write it here, so you just leave a space here. Next is journal. You will write journal in capital letters. Thereafter, you will write date, particulars, LF, debit, credit here, and your format for journal is completely ready. I am showing you again and again, this is the format for journal, so please check it properly. In class 11, you must be very specific with your formats. Your lines should be straight, and when I say equal width, that means the width should be equal for both the columns. Please be careful. This format is what you need to make with pencil and ruler. There should not be any mistakes with the format. I repeat it again and again. Format is one of the most important things in class 11 accounts, so you should not make a mistake with format. Next, the same question, the same set of transactions that we have seen while analyzing the debit credit aspect, I have posted in journal here. This is how you make entries in journal. The same format you will prepare here. What is the format here? The same format I have again prepared here. In this format, you check the first transaction was started business with cash rupees 60,000. Their cash was debit and capital was credit. So date was not given for those transactions, so we'll leave the date column empty. The date column I have left empty here. You can check the date column is totally empty, blank. Same thing in the books of name is not given, so leave it. Next is journal, and the format remains same. The first transaction was cash was debit and capital was credit. What we have analyzed in the previous transaction, cash was debit and capital was credit. So here also we'll write first of all cash. The one which is debit will be written first. On the extreme left, there don't leave more space. Even if I have left around 1 to 2 millimeters, you don't leave that also. Come to the extreme left corner, then you write what is debit. Cash account was debit. Always write account with each and every item. For each item you must write account, and account you don't need to write fully, you can write A/C. Cash account, on the extreme right you'll write debit, DR. Cash account, you'll write DR on the extreme right side or particulars column. Next, just below cash but not on the line straight with cash, a bit right hand side, you can leave 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter space. Then you'll write 2 and whatever is the credit item. The credit was capital account there. The cash was debit and capital was credit. So cash account debit we have already written, and next we will write 2 capital account. After you write capital account, then you need to write the amount. Nothing will be written in the LF column as of now. What is the use of LF column, that I will explain you in the later videos, not now. This is the first video for you regarding journal. So you just see how to make entries and how to write. I am again repeating things. Don't make mistakes with format and writing. Presentation is very important here. Next thing is cash account debit 60,000. 60,000 should come in a straight row with cash. This 60,000 should appear straight with cash, and this 60,000 on credit side, it should come with capital. The position of capital as how much below it is from the particulars, the same line we will write credit side 60,000. So cash was debit, so it is written on debit column. Capital was credit, so it is written on credit column 60,000. After this you need to write a short narration. Narration means what was the transaction all about. This transaction was all about being business started with cash. So we'll write being business started with cash in bracket, and after that you just close it with pencil. The particulars box will be closed, you will make it a box size. Next we had purchase furniture for cash 10,000. We had purchase furniture for cash rupees 10,000. Now furniture was debit and cash was credit there. We have already seen in the previous set of transaction. I am showing you once again. It was purchase furniture for cash rupees 10,000. Here you can see now furniture account debit. What you will write here? Furniture account debit. So extreme, the same line should be maintained as where was written cash. In the same line we should write furniture. Furniture account debit to cash account. Furniture was debit and cash is credit, so we will write 2. Same 2 lines should also be followed to cash account. This 10,000 amount will be written straightway with furniture in the debit side, and on the credit column you will write against cash 10,000. This should be followed for each and every transaction. In the previous set of transactions you have seen what is debit, what is credit. In the similar manner you will write it and complete it. After completing you will write a short narration. Narration you can write according to your wish, but it should be short and understandable. It should be short. You don't need to write the full transaction there, but it should be understandable as what is happening. Like when you purchase furniture, being furniture purchased for cash, being goods purchased for cash, being goods purchased from Ram. So it should be understandable as to what is the transaction going on. Next you can see similarly we will make for each and every transaction. Here I can show you all the transactions at a time. You can see it here. So in the previous video you will find all the transactions written there, and here you can see how to present it in journal. After you do it, you can click pictures of this and send it to me personally, and I'll also provide you one question to solve. That question also you will solve, and you will click the pictures of that and send it to me personally on WhatsApp. Please don't make mistakes, and if you have any queries regarding this, you can call me or text me directly on my number. I hope it is clear to all of you what you need to do. I am showing you the format once again. This is the format of journal. Please don't make errors with format. Format must be made with pencil, and the entries must be written with pen. Now since you have seen it, I think I don't need to explain anything else. It is quite understood to you. So, and if you have still any queries left, you can directly call me or text me on WhatsApp. Thank you very much, and bye.